if you knew how to create a fire, but your man didn't know how to create a fire?
That sucks. It's like earning more than your man does.
Earning more. That's a great conversation. That's a great conversation. So like, if you earn more than me, like, how would you
Then
feel?
why the fuck do I need you?
Holy shit! So I always need to earn more than you.
I cook, I clean, I give birth to kids, and I earn more money. What the hell are you doing? And I come with my toys too, type of thing. You know, like I can go get any dick I want.
Mm-hmm.
So what value do you provide to me? Just like by loving me and everything? That's cute. That's nice. Like you give me comfort. Like you cuddle me. You make me feel like, oh, you know.
But then I'm like your bitch.
But then, yeah, exactly. You like if I have power, that means I'm a dominant, and I'm naturally, since I'm straight, I am naturally more of like being submissive to a man because I want men to be like more powerful than I am. And like if I do everything and you don't even fucking bring money and don't give me things to buy.
So what do you feel like a man needs to provide in a relationship besides money? Because we said money, so he definitely needs to make more than you.
Yes, financial stability. Then he has to make his girl feel like she's protected. Like if
security,
security. If something happens, he's there for her.
Okay, and then what are some examples that he can display to show you security? Because obviously he's not gonna go beat people up in front of you just to show you.
No. But like if some situations happens, he's always there for you.
So like, and that was my point. Like building a fire, essentially, like being able to do that on the fly, like being resourceful outside.
That's more of like,
man. It's not that important towards a relationship. My point is like the ability to be able to do that, right? When it's necessary. Like for example, we're going out, we're camping, right? I take it on myself to go out and make a fire. And then cook for us essentially on that fire, which is a different experience too. Like just doing that, and instead of like being at home cooking on a stove or whatever. And then you seeing how I'm doing everything, I feel like you gain a little more respect for me.
Yes, I do. But you know what's the problem? That women who are born in America have a little different mentality. Because I was born in a family where my dad was literally like doing everything himself. He never hired anybody to help him out. He builds houses from zero himself, repairs everything himself and stuff like that. So I never saw him like learning type of thing. Like I knew he learned it at some point, but when I was there, he already like knew how to do things. So in my head, at first I was like, every single man should know how to do that. Like if in my head, I'm like, if man doesn't know how to build a house from zero himself, what kind of man are you? But then I go out there to meet men, you know, and I'm like,
you go to America to meet men.
Yeah, go to America, and I'm like, wait, hold on, this is not like everybody can do it. And then I start appreciating my dad more because I'm like, oh my god, he could do things that not every single person could do. Like barely like 5% of people could actually do.
Like I honestly think like 90% of fucking guys out here they cannot do any of that shit. Not even that they can't, is that they lack the ambition to go do any of that.
And then like my stereotype of the feeling that man born knowing how to do this thing breaks. It's like then I start thinking of myself. I'm like, okay, not every woman can cook. Like in my head, women always have to know how to cook. If you don't know how to cook, you're a shitty fucking wife. You shouldn't be a wife at all in general.
Yeah, like I appreciate the fact that you're a fucking incredible,
you know what I mean?
amazing
And then
cook.
I'm like, okay, so I cook and I provide like a comfort in a household, and then men obviously for me have to know how to do everything in the house. Like if I tell you, oh, put this painting on the wall, you should know how to put this painting on the wall. Or I'm like, this tap is leaking, can you fix it? You go and fix it. You know what I mean?
So you feel like a man should earn more than you? You feel like a man should be able to build things and fix things around the house? You feel like he should be able to make you feel security, right? Protected. And what's something else? And then obviously the comfort, the communication, all these things are important. But
I would say, put all this into more of like sexual thing, like comfort, communication, and you have to feel like a sexual tension between you both, you know. Like, and I also here would include not only that your man looks good and like you want him, but like him also like compliment you. You know, like the issue that we had, like the fight that we had, that I was like, oh, I feel a lack of compliments. And then
like kind of like flirting.
Like flirting, yes.
Like
But like
flirting,
it's
yeah.
also my thing. I have to flirt with you, you have to flirt with me. It's like a relationship. Because if you're gonna stop doing it in like 2-3 years of our relationship,
We're gonna be like stale
like
ass.
brother and a sister living together, you know.
Do your parents flirt with each other
I think
in front of you?
the point is that they don't do it in front of me, because in Russia there's such a thing that you can like kiss each other, and I think it's really bad, because I think kids should know that their parents love each other, even if they want to like kiss in front of you. Obviously they're not gonna have sex in front of you,
Yeah.
but if dad wants to compliment her or like kiss her or like the opposite way, they should do it, because in my family they always were kind of like afraid to like kiss each other in front of me, or like compliment or like flirt with each other in front of me, because they thought it was awkward, because that's how they were taught by their parents. Because in USSR, where like my parents and their parents were born, sex topic was kind of like prohibited, so it all comes from there.
Mhm.
That like you should like
So if we were to have kids, we should openly talk about sexual things
yes,
in front of them.
absolutely. Yes.
Not obviously not too graphic, but we should be able to be flirtatious in front of each other. Like,
Yes.
kiss each other in front of them. Like, compliment each other.
Your way of showing that you love each other. And
Exactly.
they're gonna know it, and they're gonna learn it from you, and they're not gonna be going and afraid to like show and tell other people how they feel
Mhm.
if they feel serious about them. You know what I mean? I think it's important.
Okay, so that for sure, like, what is that? I think that's called intimacy,
Yeah.
right? Intimacy, yeah, like that. I wouldn't say we lacked that entirely, but I would say like there was like a little bit, like we were getting a little stale with it, right? At a certain point, and then like we just needed to communicate it, and that's where like compliance comes in. Like for me, I think like a woman needs to be compliant. She needs to be able to communicate things that I'm not aware of because I'm so focused on other things. I'm not always focused on you. I'm not always focused on my girl. Like, what I'm saying? I make time to focus on you, and I
that's
make time to
healthy.
do
That's
things.
normal. You shouldn't be.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you were to tell me like, no, you should be thinking about me. You should be the first thing on your mind. Like, bro, you're erotic. You're like erratic. You're crazy. Like, I'm not fucking with you at all.
Yeah, the only thing that we've talked and communicated is very important. And like when you, for example, like are noticing that I look good, and you just noticing for yourself, just let me know about it.